Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to cryptocurrency and you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, hit that subscribe button and slap on that bell. Hit it really hard so everyone can hear it. Great that you're here. Honestly, I'm blown away by the support over the last couple of months. I'm relatively new to constant videos, so my channel's growing. It's good. I may upset a few of you guys today if you've just stumbled upon us. Obviously, stay throughout the whole video because it is not a FUD trail. It is brew, honestly. Every Tuesday I talk about a project or something within crypto that people need to be aware of. Truth. The truths of it. And Tron has came up again. Why? Well, we'll talk about that throughout the video. But ultimately, if you are an investor in cryptocurrency, you need to do your research. Don't just go in the biggest groups. Don't just go in and follow the likes of Supo or Ian Bleener because you've probably already done that and wrecked. So, for me, as an educator in cryptocurrency, teaching so many people that I have done, you need to be aware of all this kind of stuff to kind of stop you from losing money. Whether you are a supporter of Tron or not, I don't really care. The fundamentals are, these are the facts. It is not made up. It is not FUD. It is just me bringing it to the attention of people who may be new in this space looking for a cryptocurrency coin. Bear in mind, Tron are a very large company at the top of coin market cap. They are very easily seen and very much spoken about due to hype marketing and other elements of faking it till you make it. So, let's get into it. Enjoy it. I may give out my top coin for the end of May to get involved in, which could yield you some great profits over a period of time. But again, none of this video is financial advice. This is honest opinion, and I will back it up with some facts. See you in a second. So, TRX. It's a bit naughty, this one. Really always has been a bit naughty. Naughty. Now, what is Tron? If you're new to this whole cryptocurrency space, as I've mentioned, I tell you everything. There's a no BS approach with me. I'll tell it as it is, a spade's a spade. I will personally, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. At the end of the day, this is what's on the internet. It's all done by real facts and sources. It's not made up on a fake website. It's not edited or debunked in any kind of weird and wonderful way. It's just there, and all you got to do is Google it. The more you find on a coin that is more bad than good, it's always a telling sign. You're never going to invest in a company in the stock market where there's been some big issues. Look at Boeing, right? For example, there's been some horrendous tragedies over the last couple of months with Boeing, with the aircraft crashes and stuff. As an investor, you look at how they react to elements like that and how they overcome obstacles. Now, I know it's chalk and cheese in mentioning that, but that is the asset class that we're in. We're in an asset class where behaviours of the top head branch of a company is under the microscope at all times. All times, whether there's good things or tragedies. People look at Binance as a leading light of the industry because they're transparent of all the hacks. Yes, they've been hacked, but the way they overcome it, whether it's this, that and the other, I don't know yet in terms of the price bump right now, but they were transparent all the way throughout, and that's a big thing. But as I mentioned with Boeing, it's how they overcome elements like that. How do they improve? How do they go forward to get the investors back, get the backing back, because it's their company at the end of the day. Tron do the complete opposite to what I've ever seen in any other industry as an investor. They do. They are all. I just can't describe it. I really can't. I'm lost for words. So let's talk about it and how they do act. Now, Tron, decentralized app. In my honest opinion, I think it's pretty poo. In what they do, the dApps are pretty awful. I'll be perfectly honest with you. They're not blowing you away in any shape or form. If you go on the Facebook page for Tron as a fan page, you will see a lot of problems within it. You'll see a lot of people losing their money because to access this and access your funds, you've got to put your private keys in. There's no encryption within it, which is, I just don't get it. So that's one big obvious, whoa, hello, I can get hacked here. Yeah, cool. So what's happened this week is quite simple. I'm going to give you this article first. TRON CTO, the Chief Tech Officer, he left in January, okay, and it's only recently been announced that he left. Suspicious. Left his role, CTO of TRON, the foundation behind the blockchain company, confirmed. It was January he left. It's odd, isn't it? So, his departure was first made public on Friday in a Medium post. He claims he resigned after 2 years masterminding the TRON's technology because of irreconcilable contradictions between him and the CEO, Justin Sun, because of TRON's level of decentralization and usability fell short. Now, what he's basically saying is TRON has became centralized. It's controlled by the puppets at the top, Justin Sun, basically. And this does not shock me in this space. I have found that Justin Sun and the founder of Binance are pretty much like that at the moment. They're both very centralized. Binance has to be centralized with the way it's run at the moment. It's not got the capability to go decentralized. They are planning to go decentralized. It makes sense. But there's a lot of things in the air at the moment that I'm not going to voice my opinion just yet until I know it's real or not. But you've got to look at the price pump of Bitcoin and the announcement of the wallets being frozen due to the hack. There's only been one coin that is really benefiting from that at the moment. Bitcoin and BNB. Obviously other things are pumped, but in terms of Satoshi values, it's different. It's really odd. I just don't quite understand it. Now, there's a lot of things about this that is kind of interesting. He says, as a technical man, I feel very sad that the TRON has departed from the faith of decentralize the web. The real internet applications cannot function in TRON network at all currently. So it's not even working. It's not even decentralized. So why have they got a mainnet? Why are they fully live? What is the problem? So this is stuff that you need to be delving into. And how is it reacted? I'm going to go to another article in a minute, which is it throws the biggest spanner in the works you can imagine. He added, the spirit of the blockchain is decentralized while TRON project is centralized. And this is the Chief Technical Officer. He is the one in the know. He knows his stuff. He said he's going to go and build a new TRON called Volume Network. You've probably just heard of it recently. It's kind of came up. He's written the white paper for Volume, focus on being truly decentralized and a new consensus mechanism. Sources in the original have confirmed his plans. Now, if I just click on here, let's see what it does. I've not even looked at this yet. Unpreparedvideo.com. Yay! I can't read it. So yeah, I can't read it, but there it is. Could do. If anyone can read that, let me know. But ultimately, that is it. It'll probably get an English translation soon. But anyways, let's get on to the next bit, the exciting bit. Ex-TRON CTO denies Justin Sun's accusations of embezzlement and bribery. Oh my god! Ooh. Right, so this has got pretty sour pretty quickly. So basically what's happened is Justin Sun has accused him of embezzling the company. And yeah, bribery and infringement that were, oh my god. So what does this mean in a nutshell? Well, it means that there's been a bit of beef, hasn't there? Bit of beef. Lovely. Now, what the biggest problem is I've mentioned at the start of the video. How do people conduct themselves? This guy left in January. Fair enough. Cool. Whatever. Accordingly sacked. I doubt it. I think this is just to kind of back up some previous justifications of what Justin Sun is like. There's a lot of accusations of Justin Sun being a bit of an arse in more ways than one. Whether he's doing giveaways and not doing it, whether he's selling his coins or not doing it, or whether he is just that type of person where he wants full control. Now, the bribes of... what can he bribe him with, really? Like, he's the guy that built the network, the CTO. He probably knows TRON more than Justin Sun does, which is kind of... You don't want to make enemies with someone who built your own network, because it's going to cause a massive issue in the future. Now, this article is pretty interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff on here. But when you look at elements of what's been said, I personally don't believe Justin Sun because of what's happened in the past. I would rather believe the chief technical officer who's behind the scenes building the network than the CEO, because of the way he conducts himself. That's just my personal opinion. If you go on his Twitter, he's very much a hype marketer. He's a fake it till you make it. I want to talk about that as well. And when you've got people like this who's left due to probably a legitimate reason, oh, it's a bit centralised, I can't bother with you, and probably fighting in the boardroom and whatnot, it makes sense. But to accuse one of your chief staff, whether they're left or not, of bribery, embezzlement and infringement is pretty extreme. And that goes without saying. Now, I just can't get my head around it in terms of how this industry is now. Apparently it was fired in January 2019. Why is it all came out now? TRON has submitted relative materials to the Justice Department, and apparently he was an ordinary employee on the technical side and was not a co-founder. Now, stuff that's happened here. Sun himself did refer to Chen as the CTO of TRON, so he's nowhere near an ordinary employee. Sun did not specify what material evidence obtained, but basically didn't really say what was given. May have been probably nothing, usually. But what is also funny when you look at this, to deny Sun's characterization of him as an ordinary guy, Chen linked to TRON's GitHub from April 2008 is listed as the company's CTO. So basically, to go with this, he is the CTO. No doubt about it. Sun's buggered up by having him on the GitHub. He's buggered up by tweeting about it, and everyone kind of knew about it anyways. For him to then go and deny that, oh, he was just an ordinary guy, just causing a bit of a rift, and I've now accused him of bribery, embezzlement, and all kinds of different stuff, it makes a founder look like a complete and utter plonker. It really does, and there's no two ways about it. If you are looking to invest in a company and you look at him, you'd be like, wow, no. You just wouldn't bother at all. So there's a lot of things there to talk about, and there's a lot of things that need to be delved into as an investor anyways. So personally, I would side with this guy. The evidence is there that he was actually the guy who was building it. It's all there, black and white. If he's saying it's centralised, it probably is. And we're going to talk about a few other little things. Now, let's talk about some previous news. Now, let's delve up a bit of old, yearly, good, jolly stuff. This is all online. This is still here. Nothing's changed. Now, I just want to mention two things here. This is what I mean about faking it till you make it. And also, I'm going to mention something else. It's going to happen towards the end of the video. The community accuses TRON of unfair practices. To put it mildly, the TRON applied a basically accelerated contest. The developers have noticed that a lot of violations are placed within the prize pool. So a couple of, well, it's quite a while ago now, they would manipulate the volume of their network to create prize funds, and what would happen is they would give it away to nobody. Right? This is what kind of happened. And it tried to happen again with the Tesla win. Now, let's look at the Tesla win. Now, this guy's got his Tesla win. Just about. After twining and twining. We all know what happened. There was a previous video about it that I did, that he was doing a recording, he was doing a live draw, and it went offline for some weird reason. And this guy got tagged in the tweet, and he won. He also gave away another one, but that other person, again, had to wait a while for it. Now, finally, they've given away the Tesla, but they didn't give away the Tesla, they just gave away tokens. They gave away $28,000 worth of tokens. It's not even enough to buy Tesla, guys. Not even enough. Not even close to buying Tesla these days. I don't even know what the average price of a Tesla is in America, but it's not $28,000, I can guarantee you. Now, when you look at this, it just smells a bit horrible. This guy here obviously won it, was quite excited, and it all went really wrong. As a founder, again, you're painting yourself in glory by you should be handling that. You should be straight away, go into the garage, get a Tesla and give it to that guy straight away. Straight away. No. This guy was ignored for quite a while. The other guy as well, that I'm going to mention in a minute, was also ignored. And he's also been invited to their event. It's all charade. It's all bollocks. It really is. And the biggest problem with this is the same guy all the time. Always pops up. Justin Sun doing something stupid again. Now, this is a tweet from him. I want to bring more transparency to Tron community. I want to congratulate the winner of the $28,000 US. This is the second person that won it. And I just can't believe that this is treated as good press. The biggest problem I've got with this is the Tesla debacle was a shining light for the future to show the world that this guy is a good, genuine guy who means business, who wants to give away stuff to his community. When you don't have a video to record the winnings, when you refuse to give it away and actually offer the guy plane tickets to the next event instead of a Tesla, it just smells a bit bad. But to give just 28,000 tokens of TRX, which you probably got in the bank anyways, potted away, you're just dumping on everyone else to give him that. It doesn't make any sort of logical sense. Now, let's talk about other issues with Tron. That is obvious. This is a very old tweet. And this is the previous white paper that was copied. Now, this is an actual archived version of the original white paper. If you want it, it's on Facebook. It's on Twitter. You can get it via the Facebook link on the archive link. It's all there. And if you just click on it, the old original Tron white paper, just in case it got deleted and removed of everything. So this is it. This is the original, and a lot of this is copied. There's a lot of this copied. There's even a few little dodgy typos where it mentions the old company somewhere. If I can find them, I probably won't have time to find it. But anyways, there's a lot of things here. This is the image of it. A lot of it is from pages 14 to 22. It's copied from Filecoin. That is a basic Ethereum contract at the start of it. You've got other basic stuff. Honestly, it's just like, what on earth? It's baffling that it's just done like that. So again, trust element. Would you trust this guy? I wouldn't personally. If you're wondering why I'm distracted, I'm looking at the chart on my left hand side. Bit of an odd day for the market again. So yeah. Guys, as an investor and you want to invest in Tron, is this like painting you a really good story of what you should be looking at? Every coin has got skeletons, they've got issues, they've had problems in the past. It's how they overcome them. When the founder keeps doing the same thing over and over again and making mistakes, it doesn't look good. Now, another one. Tron, Justin Sun, he brags about 1 million Twitter followers. However, they appear to be fake. Again, I said fake it till you make it. Doesn't look very good, does it? Who cares? You've got 1 million subscribers or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. If they're all bots or they're all fake, it doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't matter. And again, more photographic evidence of the 20,000 of Justin Sun's most recent followers have all been fake. They've all been complete and utter robots. And no matter what you look at and how you look at it, if you've got a load of eggs on your Twitter, for example, it doesn't look very good. Now, there's a lot of things here, and you just need to go through the comments and you can see the amount of people that really dislike Tron, but there's also a lot of backers for Tron. Now, if you are an investor, obviously I hope you did your research and you didn't get involved in an opportunity where you got kind of rumbled by the starry lights and you got talked into investing. Everything you should be doing should be your own decision. That's a fundamental key. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is he actually has sold his 6 million Tron. All the evidence is here. This is his wallet. This is where it all goes. And ideally, what tends to happen with most companies is they have a lockup period. These guys did, but they didn't even respect it in a sense. If you've got to drop, this was the transactions here, quite a lot of, well, you can see it's quite a lot. you know, a lot of things are happening over a period of time, and yeah, if you are going to drop a load of tokens on everyone, it's not good. Now, everyone's going on about Litecoin and Charlie Lee, oh, he dumped his, but he sold his tokens because he didn't want to be attached to them. He then donated his money into the Litecoin Foundation. That's the way to do it. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't think the team should hold the tokens. I think they should be paid from running it. Essentially, that's my personal opinion. But when I look at certain things like this, the evidence is all here that, you know, you can see it all. You can see exactly what has been sent, what has been done over a period of time. It's a blockchain, guys, and you cannot get away from the element that, oh, if he sold his tokens, why did he sell them? So there you go. That's interesting. But yeah, there you go. That's my opinion on Tron. I think, yeah, I probably have upset a few people by talking about this, but ultimately, it's the conduct of the guys at the top. You've got to look at that. Look at how good companies do due to the conduct of the people running it. You know, you don't see Vitalik Buterin, for example, Ethereum, doing stuff like this. You don't see Charlie Lee doing stuff like this. You just, you know, it doesn't make sense, does it? Even the guys at EOS, Roger Ver, for example, you know, you just can't, doesn't make sense. So, if you're a potential person who wants to do an IEO, an ICO, and you're looking to be a CEO, do not be like Justin Sun. Don't give away fake stuff. Don't buy fake followers. Don't, you know, try and scandal other people in your company who you've recently probably not even fired at all. He probably just left because he couldn't be bothered with you anymore. You know, be that guy. Be the good guy. So there you go. New video. Oh my god, it's a long one. I'm sorry. But if you do like my stuff, obviously subscribe, hit the thumbs up. But ultimately, this is a big wake-up call for the industry. I think Justin Sun is the kind of person that you should not be looking to buy into his project. In my personal honest opinion, you will learn a lot if you are doing your obvious research. And yeah, make sure you do your research. Do not get roped into it. I keep saying it. Educate yourself and just literally do your own research. There's plenty of information out there. You just got to find it, and you got to delve into it and see what you think is true and what is not. This, in my honest opinion, it's like a bad stain now. It keeps coming up and keeps coming up. It's obvious when you look at the signs. I said at the start of the video that you could get a coin tip from me. Litecoin halving 6th of August will pump, no doubt, before and probably after at some point over the next couple of months. And EOS, big announcement in Washington on the 1st of June. Do not miss out.